And that was the rather significant brief given to the team behind the World Cup closing ceremony. Here's how they went about wrapping up the greatest show on earth.
When you're cooking in a calabash this size for millions of people, you don't want too many cooks spoiling the broth. Which is why the 2010 local organizing committee turned to one company to call the creative shots at both the opening and closing ceremonies.
The motto is awakening the senses. What was the thought process behind that?
What we know how to do best is tap into all 5 senses to create magic, which is what happens when all of those senses combine and they create a sixth sense. And that's that intrigue that happens at moment in an event when you can't believe what you've just seen.
Geared to both a stadium crowd of some 90,000 spectators and a TV audience around the 700 million mark, the opening ceremony alone had been 18 months in preparation.
It didn't try and outdo a sort of a very slick, sophisticated opening ceremony like Beijing was, which was their recent memory, but rather to capture the kind of joy and the essence of South Africa.
Which part would you say was your favorite?
Everyone said the Beetle was great, but I loved personally the ending shot where all the kids lay on the ground and opened up a lycra suit and there appeared the tournament logo. One of the kids, he's about 6, went to the loo and couldn't find his way back. So only we know, I don't think anyone else saw it, but there's a little square pixel missing in that logo, and I just thought that was like cute.
And you, Avery?
The favorite for me is the moment where the footsteps left the southern part of Africa and spread through Africa and the world. Because I think that's a story that's unique to us. It's a story that's relevant for the entire globe, and it was meaningful to every single person because there's a bit of Africa in all of us.
It was total theatre. The one place on earth celebs like Morgan Freeman could be almost anonymous, as the stadium pitch became the biggest live stage and biggest silver screen anywhere in the world.
In the closing ceremony, like any great host, we're saying thank you to the world for giving us this opportunity. We hope you had an absolutely fantastic time. We preview the moments, the highs and the lows of the fans and everyone who's experienced Africa and South Africa during the tournament. And we showcase some of the technology that we have to the world.
Bleeding edge technology, particularly the interaction between the performers and the projected surface on the field. That full projection on the field surface was conceptualized years ago, long before anyone else did it. It actually was done in Canada in a subsequent ceremony, but we'd like to think we thought of it first.
As a trained dancer and associate choreographer, who herself spent 16 weeks on the event, our presenter, Lorna Maseko, was uniquely qualified to appreciate the task.
Somizi, as the head choreographer, what were you trying to get out of the cast? And what were you trying to make the rest of the world see about Africa?
I was trying to be as authentic and original as possible. With the opening, we went 100% traditional, and with the closing, we're just showing the more sophisticated, young, fresh, and colorful side.
Vanda, you're an international chartist. What exactly is charting?
Because it's such a huge area, we just lay all Somizi's moves and patterns onto that grid, so that then it's very easy for the cast to maneuver themselves around the pitch and the grid.
With a cast of thousands, the party theme of the evening required some 40 makeup artists to rehearse for a month.
I must say it looks really great. Walk me through some of the things you've done here.
It's like going to the club, nightlife type of makeup. But you're coming from the stadium, you're looking very huge to go out party, and you have a sophisticated flag in like an avant-garde type of way, you know, to carry you through the night. A fabulous night.
With individual fan part numbers reaching 50,000 a game, there's a sense of a broader, long-term knock-on effect.
The real highlight for me has been the process of South Africa being able to deliver a high-level product to the rest of the world, and that being a success. And that's something I hope we can all take forward.
Indeed, the charting choreographers who did the Athens Olympics tell us we have an export product.
Without a doubt, Lorna, South African cast is the place to be. We do ceremonies all over the world, and this is definitely one of our favourite cast groups. They've got the rhythm, obviously, they've got spirit, and they've got the energy, and they've also got respect and discipline, which is what you need in mass movement ceremonies. So we couldn't be more thrilled to be working with a South African cast, and we wish we could fly them with us all over the world to do all of our ceremonies, because it'd be so much easier.
No, we need them here. To do the Olympics. I keep telling everybody.
Okay.
So, you know,
rooting for South Africa. Olympics. We'll be back. Loving it.
With this degree of spectacle laid on, the country could have stayed home and watched on TV. but a full 3 million people got out and attended the games. Add in the fan walks, fan parks, and thousands of places people came together to watch, and what you really had was a cast of some 50 million South Africans.
Just ahead, SA chef Robert Garlick is right at home in